Hello and welcome to the iAcademy vlog. It's been a while, Mr. Hughes.
A long while, maybe 2 weeks?
Maybe two. It's been quite some time.
2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
It's good to be back.
Why don't we talk about why we didn't release it last week?
Well, we have so much to talk about, and I guess we'll go ahead and get right into it.
I think it's because we suck as individuals.
That's fair.
It was a bad.
But you know what though? We did record to do this, and we just said our heart wasn't in it. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, it's not that our
I felt
heart's
like
always in it, but
we were rushing to get a product out.
Yeah,
I'd rather take our time and do it right.
We need this. We have a lot to cover for sure, but we have to begin with the very important question, and you're going to see this in the show notes. There is going to be a poll for you to click on and answer. So
there's no need to, because I already know the outcome.
Well, no, we're still gonna do the poll. So the big question is, are we all in? We're sitting here. Let's see. This is November 3rd. Are we all in for Christmas, or are we going to allow Thanksgiving to come between us and Christmas? So is it Thanksgiving and set up and decorate and deal with Christmas? I mean, Thanksgiving first and then Christmas, or do we just go ahead and set up for Christmas?
You asking me, or are you
go ahead
and
go ahead and
the night the trick or treat candy is given out. It's Halloween. It's a nice holiday. The next day, November the 1st. The first thing you do when you wake up is you play Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
No.
It is Christmas season.
No.
The attic is getting cleaned out this weekend. Christmas trees are going up. It's Christmas.
No. There's a lot of things wrong with that. Number one, you're not playing that Mariah Carey song. I'll give it's okay, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Wham's Last Christmas.
It's a great one. Yeah. I have an unbelievable Spotify Christmas playlist. So
if you could share that with me sometime,
I'd be glad to share it today because it's good.
Okay. But the problem is Thanksgiving is more than a day, ladies and gentlemen. So you need to be on the side of Thanksgiving first.
All right. So let's take a time out. What are the top 5 Thanksgiving movies of all time? Go ahead. I'll wait.
You got Charlie Brown. You got nobody's denying.
Your MVP, your number one answer is Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Nobody is denying that Christmas is not the greater of the two holidays. Does it have its own
network? What's the best Thanksgiving album that you ever heard? That's right. You've heard Christmas albums. You've got Christmas TV. You got a Hallmark channel with just movies. Home Alone. Was it based on Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Home Alone was.
And I thank you very much. Christmas, hands down. But since we're at it,
it's not about which one's greater. It's not about the grade. That's a whole different ballgame.
That's fair.
I will
That's fair.
concede
and
every
I'm not
single
conceding
day.
Thanksgiving isn't great. It's fantastic. It's a nice day or two.
Deny it. You can't give it its just due. And it's just due. I mean, Thanksgiving, we have to be thankful for the Pilgrims.
Not denying that at all. And I love to eat turkey. But show me your Thanksgiving tree. Where's your Thanksgiving tree?
I got a Thanksgiving turkey. It's paper. It sits right on that.
Is there a wishbone that's hanging in your doorway instead of mistletoe?
I think that's how we roll.
Let's go Mount Rushmore of holidays. What are your top 4?
Top 4. So it's going to be Christmas. And then the second one's going to be Halloween. And then you've got to have Easter and you got to have Thanksgiving. So I think that's where I'm going.
Those are not great. You're forgetting a couple of great holidays. Arbor Day, obviously, is on the list.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going Christmas.
Arbor Day would be 5 for me. It's right there. I just can't.
Christmas could be 1 and 2 for me, but I won't push it. Number 2 is 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. I'm going New Year's Eve celebration because of college football and Easter. So now that we've spent some time proving you wrong about your Thanksgiving lush,
vote Thanksgiving.
Let's keep going. So let's talk about some stuff that's going on in the iAcademy in the last 6 weeks since we met with you guys.
Yes. So
you want to start? Yeah, all right. So our exceptional ed students, Miss Bird and Miss Emery's class, took an awesome field trip to the fire department. Students got to tour the facilities, get on the truck, climb around. I'm going to show some pictures while we're talking here. They even got to shoot the hose. So it was cool for them to get outside the building for a day and kind of see what's going on. They were super excited about it. Mm-hmm. Dare I say, fired up.
Let's see what he did there.
And you're welcome. So, Mr. Hughes, something else going on in the building. Our JAG department, Miss Baker.
Oh my gosh.
They're killing it.
Yeah, so cool. They did a domestic violence walk, an anti-bullying campaign. Mm-hmm. So huge things that they were doing for our school and to help students kind of identify about domestic violence. South Carolina has a huge
And that was a part of they did the walk downtown. It's like South Carolina's number 1 in the country or something like that.
Yeah, it's way up there.
A lot of kids participated in that. That was neat. The coolest thing I think they did in the last few weeks is they held and we'll talk about our end of the quarter fall festival in a second, but they hosted their own fall festival for exceptional ed students, and so they had games set up and they gave out candy, and a lot of students volunteered their time for that. So that was really cool. Mm-hmm. So Ms. Baker, students, kudos to you. Yeah. Speaking of fall festivals, we had a very cool fall festival here. There's an outstanding photo gallery on Facebook of that, but in our fall festival, we took about 2 hours of a half day and said, you know what? It's been a hard 9 weeks. Let's take a little while and relax. Let's have some music playing. Let's have some games going on. By the way, Janice Lighty tried to see me on the checkerboard. Yeah, right. We had all kind of vendors here selling food. It was a really neat celebration. Kids enjoyed it because they got to have fun and let loose a little bit. Teachers enjoyed it because they got 2 hours to kind of just, let their hair down a little bit. They got all the grades in. So that was a nice, refreshing way to spend some time together.
Yes,
so that was cool.
Yep.
That was cool.
We also have some cool things happening on the other hallway, which if you could see, it's right over there. And that hallway has a teacher by the name of Miss Ham. She teaches math, and she's doing an exceptional job. And one of the really cool things that she did is she helped her students develop class norms.
Yes.
So kind of the students got to figure out what are some of the things that we want to have happen in this classroom. What is the classroom going to look like? And she posted these, and so her classes can be held accountable to those things. And I think when students get ownership over the running of the classroom, with teacher input and guidance, of course, then
it takes away any rebuttal they can have. The bathroom passes, whatever. You voted for this. Yep. I think it's cool too that other classes can see. Well, this class is doing this. I want to try it that way. So I think that's a good idea, Ms. Ham.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What else we got?
DCSD transforms.
Oh yeah. Before we do that,
all right, let's not do that.
Other things going on over here.
You should have numbered
I should have numbered them. Yeah. We had our freshman iAcademy team. I call them our JV iAcademy team. They had their honor roll celebration this week.
How many?
I think it was like 50.
Yeah, like more than half, right?
Yeah, more than half of our freshman team made the AV honor roll. So just outstanding stuff. Ms. Stroman and Ms. Paul.
Round of applause to those
cooked some nice
teachers,
breakfast. I won't get into why I wasn't invited.
You weren't here that day, were you?
I was, but I'm not bitter. It's okay. Other things going on. We had our Key Club induction a few weeks ago at the Country Club. Thanks to the Country Club for hosting us and the Kiwanis for hosting us. That was cool. Josh Byram is our Key Club president. Does an outstanding job. He just kind of took over and wowed the crowd, I guess. He's a
watch for that name. Guy. Remember that name. For those of you that are watching Byram. This from outside our school, remember Josh Byram.
However, he's a Giants fan, so like.
Yeah,
Josh Byram is the first face you see when you cut our vlog on. He's the guy making the speech, with the flag behind him. Anything else you need to talk about before DCSD transforms? No, we're good.
Yep. So DCSD transforms.
Phew, it was cool.
I'm sitting next to Fame right here because this guy was the only administrator in the entire Darlington County School District to present a session. So first of all, for those of you that don't know what it is a digital transformation conference. It's about using digital tools to transform your classroom, and it's a tech conference. And so we had over 40 sessions. We had over 100 people attending. It was nerd conference would be the other way.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, you know. It's incredible, and it's hosted here. It's our people doing our thing. We have people that come from outside the district to see what we're doing. We had vendors, etc. But
we had somebody from San Francisco.
Yes, we did. And our very own Greg Johnson was presenting on the vlog.
Yes, that's one reason. Also, we hadn't had a vlog in forever because we made like a literally an hour-long vlog about the vlog, which is on our YouTube channel. You can check that out if you're needing some professional development and why we do it and how we do it and where we do it and when we do it and all that kind of stuff. So check that out if you have some time. But yes, I was a presenter. Mr. Hughes, however, might have had the best time at the DCSD DTC 17. Tell us why.
I got to do the podcast the whole time. So.
That's not what I mean. Not what I mean. Come on, tell them. Tell them why you're excited.
I don't like to brag about this one.
This guy's going to Chicago.
Yep.
He won a trip to Chicago to ISTE.
2018, baby.
2018. I'm going to try to weasel my way onto the plane and crash the hotel, whatever. So Mr. O'Shea, one of our Spanish teachers, also won a trip.
I know.
So how exciting is that for us
as
a school? We got two of our guys going to see some of the best in the country.
Yep.
So
it's
exciting stuff. We also had several teachers present. Coach Weidman from the Academy presented. Ms. Paul Patterson from the Academy presented. Ms. Cooper. Who am I missing here? Mr. O'Shea presented
as well.
Some really good stuff going on.
So I think there was the five. There's 5 of us.
Some really good stuff. There was a lot of learning opportunities, a lot of professional development stuff. So.
No, we got them all. Okay.
And I know that if you're watching this and you were in my session about vlogs, what's up? Thanks for coming. Thanks a lot.
So I guess that takes us to Champion of the Week.
Whew, Champion of the Week. Let's get to it. Here she is. So we're here with Maddie Duncan. She's our iAcademy Student of the Week. Maddie, congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your excitement level? Like how turned are you to be the Student of the Week?
Surprised.
Surprise! That's okay. So you were nominated by Miss Paul Patterson. And here's what she had to say. Miss Paul Patterson says, Maddie is an outstanding young lady. She is always so pleasant and always willing to go out of her way to help others. She's a pleasure to teach. To that, Coach Al added, she gets along so well with everybody. I enjoy having Maddie in my class. Coach Albron added to that, she is a good student who participates well and makes class interesting. She is always very pleasant and upbeat, which makes class more enjoyable. Stroman said yes, she has a very bubbly personality and will do whatever is asked of her with a smile. She is a friend to everyone. And lastly, Miss Dana says, she's a pleasure to teach, always pleasant and willing to do her work. I am proud of this accomplishment for her. That must feel good to hear that from your teachers, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you secretly like cuss your teachers out behind their back? Like, gosh.
No, I actually enjoy my teaching.
Well, that's great to hear. That's a nice, refreshing thing. So they obviously like you too. So you're doing something right.
Okay.
So we ask some questions like we always do for the Academy Student of the Week. So you got to think really hard. The first answer that comes to mind is the right one. All right, you ready? Question number 1. Right now, Halloween is over. Is it Christmas season for you, or you celebrate Thanksgiving first? What? When's your Christmas tree going up?
Probably after Thanksgiving.
But are you in the mood for Christmas right now?
Oh, yeah.
So like Mariah Carey songs have been
Yeah.
playing. Okay, so we're on the same page. So that means Mr. Hughes is wrong. Just say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I know Mr. Hughes is wrong. I'm right. Question number 2. What do you like about Darlington High School so far? What have you been doing around Darlington High School?
I'm new to Darlington High School.
So you're a freshman.
Yeah.
So you are obviously crushing the academic side. I saw you made the AB honor roll this first quarter. That's nice. Is it like the first time AB honor roll?
My life, yeah, first time.
Wow, first time. So maybe the iAcademy is doing some cool things for you. That's great.
I enjoy it.
I saw you guys had a nice AB honor roll celebration too.
It was really good.
I wasn't invited.
Could have been.
I know I could have been, but I was. That's all right. I'm not bitter. So anything else around the school? Like some clubs you're interested in, or some teams you want to join, or what?
Softball team.
Softball.
I like to do softball team, and I miss Key Club, but I was supposed to do Key Club.
Well, I know a guys that can help you out with key clubs, so that's something we can talk about later. Question number 3. What's your favorite school lunch?
Probably the chicken rings or the pizza.
You for real, the chicken rings? Are like,
Yeah.
you can have anything to eat and you want chicken rings?
Yeah,
With those soupy mashed potatoes, you like those too?
just a chicken ring.
Ugh. Breakfast pizza forever. How about breakfast? You eat breakfast there?
I don't give them time for breakfast.
Too cool for school, that's fine. So how you like the iAcademy?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot better actually.
So better than what? Than like middle school, is that what
Yeah,
you're
like
saying?
middle school, because like they didn't have like that. We didn't have much projects than we do this year.
Okay, so if you guys that don't know, we're project-based learning. Tell us, what's been like your most memorable project?
The solar eclipse project.
What'd you do?
I recorded every 15 minutes of how it changed, or like if it was brighter or darker, or different colors, or.
So did you do that by yourself or in a group or what?
Well, I did it by myself, but I also had help from my mom.
Okay, so like have you done a lot of group work too with your teammates?
Yes, sir.
Like what?
Like during science, we had to do different substances and like different like vinegar or water, or you had to do like drops of this or like different.
But you did it with other groups,
Yes.
other people. So I also saw you guys made music videos for your lab safety stuff. Any truth to that?
Yes, sir.
So what was your video about?
My video was about like lab safety, and the title of our video was Do's and Don'ts. So we just did like what you don't do in a lab, and then we formed or did what we do in like a lab.
So did you make it like a hip hop music video, like a
No,
80s
we
dance
just,
video?
like said what not to do, and then did that and videoed it. Then we said what you should do, and then like do that, and then see how it like helps you like don't horseplay, and then I pretend like I fall.
So you made it funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you probably like another student could watch that and be entertained, but still learn at the same time.
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of what we do. So that's cool. So anything else you want to mention about iAcademy? Like, man, my teachers are the bomb.com or.
Well, all the teachers. I have only 2 teachers in the main campus, but I love my teachers here too.
Very good. And you guys, you have a great team. Miss Barnett, Coach Albron, Miss Stroman, Miss Paul Patterson are super team that work well together. And lastly, this is maybe the most important question that we'll answer. What's your MVP side dish at Thanksgiving? You going cranberry sauce? You going dressing, mac and cheese? What? You only get one. What's it going to be?
Probably cranberry sauce.
Like, is it still in a can form? Like you like?
No, my grandma makes
So you're
it for me.
skipping the turkey and like the dressing and the gravy for cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
So Maddie's actually no longer the student of the week. Sorry, Maddie, you messed up. That's okay though. So thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. So we're back. We're with Miss Stroman, who's our iAcademy Champion of the Week. Miss Stroman, congratulations.
Thank you.
Is having this belt like the ultimate fashion accessory or what?
Yes, I'm excited and surprised.
Well, it should come as no surprise. You've been so active lately. So you were nominated for a number of reasons. Number one, you took everybody to the fair, which with some cool educational opportunities and the opportunity to eat funnel cake, so everybody wins. Number two, we had our AB Honor Roll celebration this week. Did we have more than 50 kids? Is that right?
Yes,
I heard you did a little something special for them. Tell us about it.
we had a breakfast for all of our Team 20, what are y'all, 21? Team 21 kids that made the honor roll.
So, more importantly, we have 5 questions for you. We're going to get to know you. I'm going to ask one, then Maddie's going to ask one, then I'm going to ask one. So we want to get to know you. Our audience wants to get to know you. So question number 1, this was Maddie's question, and she wanted to ask it like a mean way, but I wouldn't let her, so I'm going to ask it this way. What sticks out about this year's 9th grade crew? And you got some students within earshot of you. So why is this crew better, worse, indifferent, what?
This is a refreshing group of 9th graders.
Okay.
I fell in love with them by the first week of school. They're just a happy group. They actually act like children. I love that they're eager to learn, and they're just a well-behaved group.
It's a nice answer. Maddie has question number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. Do you like the iAcademy?
Yes, I do like the iAcademy. I like that I have the free way to do more team building, group work, and we're not doing the norm, just paper, pencil, worksheets. We can have
It's
a little
not
fun
boring.
with learning.
That's right.
Yes, I like that.
So one thing we talked about a few weeks ago, Mr. Stroman, I had to do a presentation on the vlog, and we talked about how we're using it for professional development for other teachers. So what goes into the planning for project-based learning? Could you go into that a little bit?
Okay, in the beginning, it requires a little bit more work because I'm a firm believer in not or creating assignments. I like to go online, find stuff other teachers
Borrow.
have done. Yeah, I borrow and then I tweak it and I make it my own. And once you do it, sometimes it works. Sometimes I have to tweak it again before a second period. But by 7th period, I
It's
have
good
to
teaching, they call that. Good teaching. Maddie has question number 4.
What makes you a good teacher?
I think that I have a genuine love of teaching. I love children. I want all my babies to be successful, and it just makes me happy when I go out and I see my past students doing wonderful things, especially when they have careers in teaching or science. And like I said, I love kids. I've always loved kids.
The unofficial question is obviously today is November the 3rd. Is it Christmas season right now?
Yes, it is. I'm going to purchase my CDs tomorrow. Y'all will be here in Whitney, Houston next week.
Whitney Houston's a good one. So Mr. Hughes and I were talking about this morning. He's super mad at me because starting next week, because it's Christmas time, not Thanksgiving time, Christmas music on the PA system in between classes.
Yes.
How many times can I listen to Mariah Carey's Christmas song before Christmas without it being weird?
I say every day.
So we're on the same page. The last real question that we have is, it's a serious question. If I would have asked Ms. Stroman, as a 9th grader, like your kids are right now, what do you want to do the rest of your life? What would you have said?
I actually always wanted to do something working with kids, but I would have said a pediatrician. I switched
But
up.
you're still in the science field.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe you've taught some future pediatricians.
I have some. I have some I'm working on now, too. I'm going to work in their
talking to
offices
you
when they
guys.
start up their own practices.
Maybe the benefit to that, too, is like free child care for
I won't have children then.
grandchildren care.
Yes,
Yeah.
grandchildren care.
So, Ms. Stroman, thank you for joining us. Maddie, thanks for helping with the interview team. We
Thank
have
you.
our champion of the week and our student of the week, Maddie Duncan
Great, Maddie.
and Ms. Stroman. Thanks, you guys. So those are great interviews.
Yeah.
Thank you
fantastic.
to Maddie and Ms. Stroman. Ms.
Very
Stroman's cool,
entertaining.
right?
Yes.
Like Ms. Stroman's, her affection for the kids comes out.
Yep.
So before we go, a couple things. Number one, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Johnson, Ms. Gavins, Mr. Means, our whole entire band. They've won in the last 3 weekends 3 grand championships.
That's amazing.
So unbelievable stuff.
Right.
They won some big competitions. They will host another really big competition tomorrow. We're not competing, but we are playing along with South Carolina State Marching 101.
That's cool.
So very good things happening with the band. So before we leave you, here's one of those clips we talked about in our interviews, lab safety videos. So kind of an example of what we're doing over here, just having some fun with it. And as always, Mr. Hughes.
Keep on trucking.
Introducing Lil Navy, Lil Denny, Biggie J, Saucy J, my man Larry.
Say little science, you can't mess with me if you wanted to. Got my goggles and my apron on. These are safety rules.
Okay. Little science, you can't mess with me if you wanted to. Got my gloves and my hair back, following safety rules. This is just a little verse just to help you. I mix the chemicals, you gotta use test tubes.
Little science, you can't mess with me if you wanted to. Not wearing loose jewelry is a safety rule.
Little science, you can't mess with me if you wanted to. Eating chips during experiment is not a safety rule. Say little science, you can't mess with me if you wanted to. In Miss Stroman class, following safety rules.
Say little science, you can't mess with us if you wanted to, cause we know how to follow these safety rules.